top most security chair did not put any comment. But I'm very happy with what the county commissioner said of the latest attack. Before the latest fracas, I went into a funeral in Godonyango, which after the funeral, the road was blocked. I could not pass. Luckily enough, I had the security. The following day, in a funeral in Nyatindo, immediately I arrived there before even praying. One of the notorious criminals who comes from Kachien, called a boy, stated that I will not talk there.
The city of Nairobi, a metropolis teeming with life, ambition, and undercurrents of political scheme. The evening of Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, that undercurrent surged to the surface in a brutal act of violence that shook the nation. Charles Ong'ondo Were, the Member of Parliament for Kasipul constituency, a two-term legislature, was making his way through the city. A voice in the Kenyan Parliament, a representative of his people. His evening, like so many others, held the routine movement of a public servant. Detail pieced together from eyewitnesses' accounts and police reports paints a chilling picture. MP Were left Parliament that Wednesday, 30th April 2025, his driver and bodyguards accompanying him. The route took them through the heart of Nairobi, a route familiar to many, a route that will become a scene of crime that defied easily explanation. A brief stop at M-Pesa shop, a modern era in a midst of a virtual journey. Then the driver continued towards the city mortuary roundabout on Ngong Road. At approximately 7:30 p.m., as the vehicle paused at the traffic light, the night's relative calm was shattered. A motorcycle carrying two individuals approaching. Then, pillion passengers opened fire. The shots were precise, targeted. This was no random act of violence. This was an assassination. The target, Charles Ong'ondo Were, driver and bodyguards, through an armed act, quickly rushed the wounded MP to the Nairobi hospital. But it was too late. Charles Ong'ondo Were was pronounced dead on arrival. The aftermath was a scene of shock and grief, but also urgent investigation. The police launched a probe into the killing. The highest level of law enforcement involved. The nature of this crime appeared to be both targeted and premeditated, police spokesman said. The word hung heavily in the air. Targeted. These were not the terms used for a random act of violence. They spoke of a plan, a motive, and a powerful actors.
We want to get to the bottom of this matter.
Detectives began to piece together the trail. Where did the assassin begin their track? Was it outside Parliament? Somewhere in the city center? The movement of the MP and his vehicle was mysteriously reconstructed. We are looking at all angles. The precisions of attack suggest a high level of planning and expertise. We are also trying to understand the motive, who wanted him dead and why, Detective said. The investigation was completed by the fact that the MP was using his son's car instead of his official vehicle. Understand the killing of Charles Ong'ondo Were, one must look at the broader context of Kenyan politics, a history marked by periods of violence and unsolved assassinations. In the aftermath of the shooting, fellow lawmakers spoke of the threats, allegations that Were had expressed fear for his own life. The question of who was ultimately responsible and why remains. The life of Charles Ong'ondo Were was cut short. A family mourns, a constituency is without its representative, and a nation is left to grapple with the implication of his death. The shooting of Charles Ong'ondo Were is a tragedy, a reminder of a fragility of justice and enduring challenges that Kenya face. The nation waits, watches, and wonders who will be next.